step for this project is to cut your rose. So you're going to make a circle. This is an 8 by 8 inch piece of cardstock, and it is paper brown bag. Paper bag brown. So, and it doesn't have to be perfectly circular because it's going to be cut up and rolled up. This is the quickest and easiest paper flower rose that I found on YouTube. Okay, so then you're just gonna start cutting. I just can't believe how easy this is, and you don't have to be a perfectionist about it. I am actually making 12 of these centerpieces for an event, which will have 10 tables for eating at and 2 sign-in tables. So the ladies who are in charge of it liked the paper flower option better than the candle option. But if you're in a hurry and need a quick, easy centerpiece, the candle is really easy. Just set it on top. You can add a ribbon or put some raffia to tie around it if you want to dress it up a little. You have all kind of options with this centerpiece. Now you're going to roll it starting at the edge, and you can make it loose or tight, however you like it. So I kind of varied mine, and it doesn't really matter how loose or tight. It looks cute either way. So this is a real quick. So then if you want to loosen it up, I just kind of let it unroll a little, like that. Now, I like to use tacky glue because I don't have to worry about it burning my hands. I used a hot glue gun years ago with my crafts, and to tell you the truth, I don't even know where my hot glue gun is. I don't like to use the hot glue gun anymore. Tacky glue seems to work fine for me, and it dries really fast. If you set it out and let it squirt it out, let it get kind of thick, then it dries even faster and you get a better hold. But right now I have my bottle upside down so that it's all ready to go. Okay, so there, I'm going to put my glue right here, and then I'm going to glue the rows together. Put a piece of scrap paper here so I don't get glue on the table, and then just about that much is enough. Okay, now I'm going to just put it down like that and hold it just for a few, not even a minute. Okay, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to let this dry, and while it's drying, I am just going to set the candle, or you can set a can, anything heavy on top of it so it can dry. Now, while the rose is drying, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make one leaf. I'm adding 2 leaves. I'm adding 2 leaves to mine, but you can make it with just 1 leaf if that's what you like. You have to decide which you prefer. You have all kind of options. So I used another 8 by 8 inch cardstock. This is green. So I am going to use 1/4 of it, 4 by 4 inch piece of cardstock. Okay. I'm going to fold it in half, like that. Now this is the piece that has the had the label on it, and nobody's gonna see it, so don't worry about it if you have something like that. Okay, now I'm going to cut it in the shape of a half a leaf. And I don't have a pattern or anything. It's just do it on the spot. Okay, now I'm going to fold it starting at the top of the leaf. This is what it looks like. Now that's a fat leaf. If you want it to be thinner, just trim it up a little bit. Easy fix. Okay, now what I'm going to do is start at the top of the leaf. This is the top, and I'm going to fold it at an angle. And I'm just using my thumb to press it down. Then turn it over and fold it again at an angle. Turn it again. And keep doing that all the way down to the bottom of the leaf. Okay. And if I wasn't doing a tutorial, I would be listening to some good music. And that is always inspirational when we're doing crafts, and it makes it art therapy, so very therapeutic when you do arts and crafts to music. Okay, so the leaf is almost done. Okay, so now there it is, folded. Now I'm going to open it, and this is the top, this is the bottom. Seems to be easier to open it at the bottom. And there we go. There's the leaf. Voila! Okay, so next step, I'm going to set the leaf over here with the rose. I would make 2 leaves, actually, and I do have another one made, so I will use that for the end. Next, we're gonna have the pine cone and the glass. Now, at the $1.99 store, I bought a pack of ornaments. I'm so lucky because it's Christmas time and they had all kind of Christmas stuff. So 5 in a package. I was looking for some cardboard coasters to use for the bottom of this, but I didn't find any coasters that I liked, and the star is flat and I thought it would work out well. So that's what I'm using. The pine cones were 2 for $1 at the 99-cent store. So what I'm going to do to start with, I'm going to put a little bit of glue at the bottom of the pine cone, but you do not have to use glue if you don't want to. Also, you can use flowers. That's what I originally planned on doing, putting a rose or something, some kind of pretty flower under the glass. But then I saw the pine cones and I thought, okay, that's perfect. It has the glitter on it already, and at night, with the glass and the glitter, it looks real shimmery and very pretty. They also have white stars at the 99-cent store, so I got 5 in a package of those. Okay, now, then I'm gonna put the glass on top of the pine cone, and now I need to mark the star where I'm going to glue it. If you don't want to use a star, if it's not Christmas time, a heavy piece of cardstock would work to use for the bottom of the glass. So I could just trace around the bottom of the glass with the cardstock, and if you want to use the fancy scissors to give it a nice edge, you can do that, or you can just make it circular to hold the pine cone in. But I decided to go with the star. Okay, now, before I glue the glass to the star, I am going to mark the star with this little marker, just a tiny little bit. And then when I go to glue, it's going to go on the other side of the line. This line is very faint, just enough to show you where to put the glue, but not really enough for anyone to notice it when you have your centerpiece set out. Okay, so now with the pine cone still on there, I am going to put a line of glue right across. So the star is a little trickier than if I had a square coaster or a piece of cardstock, but I think that the glitter star is going to look really pretty with this project. Let's see if I can get that in the right spot. And I have glued it, misglued it in the wrong spot, and I just moved the glass around. So this is really easy to make up for your mistakes if you mess up. Okay, so here we go. There. And okay, this one is barely there, so I'm just gonna move it, adjust it, there. Okay, now I'm gonna let this dry and put the candle on top of it just to hold it down and help it dry faster. Okay, and the next step is to tie the raffia bow. You can tie it on while this glue is drying. Okay, so I'm gonna tie this on here. And the raffia, I got 3 bundles in a pack for $1 at the 99-cent store. This stuff comes in handy for so many things. Okay, so you can make the bow as big or small as you want. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and trim it. You can leave it long, or you can make it short. It's your project, so you can customize it. Okay, now if you want to dress it up a little, you could, if it's Christmas time, you could add some holly berries, or I happen to have a dry rose. So wouldn't that look pretty right there in the middle of the bow? You can do all kinds of stuff. You could even, instead of putting the raffia around the stem of the glass, you could tie it around the candle. But for this project, I'm using the paper flowers, so I will not have the candle. Okay, so what this glue is drying, then I'm going to assemble my leaves and rose. Now I'm going to glue my leaves onto my rose. First I'm going to see where I want them to go. You can play around with it. Do you want the leaves to go like this? Do you want them to go like that? I decided on this, and then I kind of pushed them down like that. So now I know about where to glue my leaves on, so that's what I'm going to do now. And it doesn't have to be perfect. This is supposed to be a quick project, so, because when you're making 12 centerpieces, you just don't have a lot of time to spend on each one. Well, if it's for a wedding, then you're going to be a lot pickier. Okay. So, the tacky glue dries really fast. Next, I'm going to put the glue on the bottom of the rose and the leaves to go on to the top of the glass. Okay, so here we go. And I push down hard, get it to kind of grab, and then for it to dry, and while I go on to make the next rose, I put a candle or a can or a jar of something heavy enough to hold it so it will grab hold, and it sticks very well with the tacky glue. Okay, if you want to add a little embellishment, you can add some baby's breath, and this is baby's breath that was in a bouquet of flowers that my husband got me one time, and I just saved it and let it dry. So I'm just pushing the baby's breath in the hole at the bottom. Now if you're using cardstock, you're gonna have to glue the baby's breath onto the pine cone. before you glue the bottom onto it. But this is really easy. So just stick it in there, and I'm not gluing it down or anything. I'm just, you can add a lot or a little, whatever you like to your taste. And then it's done. And I will put this on top of the books, and you can see how it looks. And easy peasy, quick centerpiece. And if you have trouble getting that in there, get your tweezers and you can just push it up there. Okay, so let me get the books and show you. You can buy used books at the Goodwill or thrift store, or if you have any hardcover books that have a cover on them, take the cover off. And there you go, you have some books to decorate your centerpiece. So there it is. Voila!